and welcome back to Simone's TV. So today I am going to be speaking to you about a special topic that is near and dear to my heart. So what inspired this whole video is that over the weekend we have a bit of a celebration, my family and I, and we're in a place where it was well crowded and a large gathering and stuff. And someone came up to me and asked me, how do I get my daughter to be so calm in, like a huge gathering or a sort of loud and crowded environment? And I said, you know what, why not come and share? As promised in my introduction video, I said that I was gonna be encouraging parents that have children or have a child that has challenges. So challenges can be different, and this includes anything from being upset, tantrums, just not the regular ordinary thing that you would see, or the ordinary thing that you would see but escalated a little bit. So I'm just giving a bit of encouragement and telling my story. So this is not a medical advice, or this is not no form of professional advice, just to put that out there. I want to encourage parents, guardians, legal guardians, carers, just about anyone who looks after, who cares for a child that have challenges. And sometimes the challenges may be because of various things. Some people might say it's because of autism or ADHD or developmental delays, speech delays. However your child is challenged, well, that's what we're here to talk about. This is our space, our safe space. I'm gonna give you a few tips that I use. I'm actually gonna answer the question, so just in case there was anyone else who would have liked to ask that question, let me just answer it here. What I do for her to be calm is I prepare her. Like, you don't know like what they're thinking, what's in their mind, or how they themselves prepare, because as normal human being, all of us, whether we're challenged or not, when we have something, a gathering, a celebration, or we have to go out, even in our day-to-day life, we do have to prepare. If you don't just get up and walk out the door, you prepare yourself, you get yourself dressed, you think about where you're going, so that's the first thing. Think about it, prepare them. And some children that are challenged, some of them, as I've mentioned before, may have speech delays, or even mute, or nonverbal, or just say a few words, but you still have to treat them like you would treat any other child. So, because your child doesn't respond to you, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't speak to them. Number one, speak to your child or children. Speak to them. Whether they're responding or not, speak to them. Let them know that we are going out, we're going to a celebration, there's gonna be lots of noise, it's gonna be a crowded environment, a lot of people are gonna want to say hello to you. You might not want a lot of people to touch you or hug you, but they might try hugging you. And it might sound a bit strange to someone who said, why would I say that to my child? I don't think they understand. But let us talk to them. Let us talk to them and tell them what is going on. As a part of the preparation as well, you need to get them stuff that calms them down, put them in a bag and take them with you. So if it's their toys, or if it's their gadget, or if it's a particular food that they like, or if they like water or fruits, or if they like a book, or just something, you know, with different textures on opposite sides and stuff like that, take those kind of things and make sure you put them in a bag and have them ready with you. And before you go into, like, if it's a hall or a auditorium or a party, whatever it is, before you enter into that place, be sure to remind that child or your children that it is okay. We're here with you. Your support is here, whether it be siblings, family members, friends, their favorite people. Some people even take their pets to comfort their children. So before you enter into the environment, you let them know that we're going in, but I'm right here with you. And I will repeat, they don't have to be able to respond to you. Just say it to them. Just tell them, let them know. Just treat them normally. Like, hold their hands, comfort them, speak to them. You know, some children with needs, they don't respond to touch, or they don't like being touched. They don't, even if it's the caregiver or the parent, they still don't want to be touched. But you can speak to them. You can tell them that we are going inside. I'm right here beside you. You can see me. And we're not ruling anything out. And even if it's a child that has trouble with their vision, you don't have to specifically say you can see me. You can say you can hear me, you can feel me. Just cater to their individual need. And that's like me just merging over to point number 2, making your child an individual. Now, it might sound a bit funny me saying that, but you have to put in your mind that your child or your children, they are an individual to themselves. They've got their own likes, their own dislikes, their own needs, what their own favorite things are, and their own unique way of processing things, and their own unique way of handling things. So you have to put that in your head, that this child is an individual. So this child might not be able to calm down in spite of everything that I am going to do, because this child is just not outgoing, or a child that just enjoy all of this excitement and all of those things. We do understand that we have to include them in our day-to-day activities. But if it's something that's gonna stress them out, or, you know, something that they just cannot manage to go through without being stressed, with all the support, with all their comfort toys or food or whatever comforts them, and they just can't manage to go through that, you know, my advice based upon personal experience is that we try and just, you know, try to pull away from whatever that is, if it stresses them out that much. Because you can listen to advice, you can listen to other parents' experience, but you have to know that child yourself. You have to know if they will be able to cope with that, or they won't be able to cope. And that is your responsibility. Your responsibility as a parent, your responsibility as a caregiver, and your responsibility of any legal guardian that you are to that child or to those children. So that is point number 2. They are an individual to themselves, even if they're twins. Even if they're twins, each child separately is an individual, and they are to be treated that way. My favorite one is number 3. Like shower them, shower them, shower them, shower them with love, love, love. Lots of hugs, lots of kisses, lots of reassuring, lots of affirmations. Just love the way how you know how to love. And this love has to be like personal and intimate and from the heart. This love has to be where even if they can't verbally communicate it back, you can feel it back. And if you can feel it back, then you know they are feeling your love too. This is my favorite of all. I love giving my daughter cuddles. I love whispering in her ear that I love you. I love you so much. I will sit there and I will repeat it over and over and over and over again. And I tell her every single time that I can't wait for you to say, I love you back to me. I literally, you see how I just light up? It's almost like I just want to cry some tears of joy right now. But honestly, I can't wait for my baby girl to say, I love you too, mommy. Oh my God, that will be a day. Now you can hug them, you can touch them, you can rub their hands, rub their feet, you can stroke their hair, stroke their face, however way you show love, however they respond to it, or however way they accept it from you. And as I was saying earlier, maybe your child does not respond to touch or to hugs and stuff like that, but speak love into them and say, and just tell them that they're beautiful and they're handsome and they're the best girl in the world, they're the best boy in the world. And just tell them things that you would want someone to say to you yourself. And this is something that I will speak about in another video, and that's speaking to the moms or the caregivers or the parents. And I'm gonna touch on a bit of it here just for the sake of the encouragement, but don't ever give off that sort of emotion like you're feeling pitiful or you're feeling that the child is in any form disadvantaged or different or lesser than. So don't ever give that kind of vibe off. Don't ever. I know sometimes you get different feeling, it feels different, and you start to ask why and how did this happen. But if you ever come to that point, and most people do, don't give it off in an environment where the child is, in spite of the fact that you might think that, oh, they're not hearing, they're not understanding, they don't know what I'm saying. I'm just talking to another adult, or we're having this conversation and they don't know what's going on. Don't give that vibe off in any sort of environment that they are. Don't give it off in any sort of space that they are. Just don't give that sort of vibe off. Children are unique. They are different. They have different strengths, different weaknesses, and everybody don't have to be the same, and you don't have to live up to someone else's norms or something that someone else think that, oh, this is the normal or this is what this should be, because if we were to do that, then we wouldn't all be unique and it wouldn't be such a beautiful world. Sometimes you meet some people and you're thinking, wow, I met this person today and, this person was so different and so nice. And, they have a different point of view, but, there was the way they put their points across and everything. It was just so warm and accepting and, all those kind of things. So we have to be ever so careful about the things we do around our kids that have, you can call them additional needs or special needs or challenges. Some people say it's autism or ADHD or delays, or I don't know how you classify your child or what group you put them into or put them under. I personally just think that my child do things a bit differently than other people, and that's it. That's all I think about. I'm not over here worrying about, oh, my child's got this and they've got that and they've got that. I'm not over here worried about that. I'm so happy that I've got this child and I was chosen to take care of this precious child. I was gonna say precious and special in one and make up a new word. But yeah, I'm so happy that and it doesn't matter what anybody have to say or anything that's negative, or anybody wants to think that's negative. Me, I'm staying on the positive side. And you might be thinking, girl, you can be there smiling and talking about this and be so calm about that, but you don't know when my child starts throwing tantrums and start breaking the house down. I know, I know. I've been through it all, but it's not gonna define me and it's not gonna define her, and we are gonna go through this. So keep watching my channel for more videos on these sort of topics, and I'll definitely do another video soon speaking to the moms or the guardians, because oftentimes we think that, oh, it's just moms. There are single dads out there, you know, dealing with kids that have challenges. Yeah, they are. And there are some that are just family members and they get forgotten about. There are family members that take on children that has challenges, that there may be a cousin, a aunt, a uncle, a brother, a sister, and you know, sometimes they get left in the back. But over here, we're about everyone, every single one of you, all of you, everybody. So that will be another video, and I will speak encouragement into your life based up on my own personal experience, and we'll all get through this together. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.